This is the 5th video in a 6-part series about a 100-year-old wooden yawl Pantagruel, which sank in tropical cyclone Yasa in Fiji just over a year ago. Her German captain Micha refused to let this be the end of this historic yacht. The first video in the series was about the accident.
We're stuck on a rock.
The second and third video were about the repair work Micha did to the hull and the interior. And in the last video he explained all the systems he had to renew. In this video Micha reflects on what it was like to undertake this massive restoration in Fiji.
Good things being in Fiji is that it was relatively easy to get the right wood, tropical wood, takua, mahogany and rosava, and it was not so expensive compare it to buy this stuff in Northern Europe, for example. No? So also things like the hatches or the wooden rail for the sea fence. I said, okay, I have to do this now because now it's easy to get the wood and it's payable. No?
Yeah.
All took a bit time. At the beginning I started to make a workbench with a table saw in it and bought all the electric tools, and that was quite helpful for all this project because proper tools make it just doing faster. No? The biggest problem to do here in Fiji was to find people with skills for wooden boat building. And the company who helped me to salvage a boat, CMEC, this guy told me there is one family you have to contact in Fiji. They are the only one who are able to do wooden boat building works, and they are the Whippy brothers. And they were working on a project in Denarau Marina, and I visited them there, and I said, oh, I have a big thing. They were a bit skeptical, what is this guy coming? And but they came like 10 days later, checked the boat, and we made it happen. We started to order the wood, which has to be shipped from Vanuatu, and took another 3 weeks. But we made it happen, and then they start working first with 6 people.
Wow.
And this was a great time. So all these delivery things, they are annoying. That was one of the biggest obstacles to overcome to get all the material to Fiji. It's not that the prices are kind of okay, because when you order as a yacht in transit you don't have to pay the VAT or the import tax, and that is mostly more than the delivery cost. The sails, I ordered 2 more sails. To order this now from China to here, you get it without paying VAT. If I would have ordered this to Germany when I'm home in a few years or a year later, then I would have to pay 20% extra. Makes a difference. But the time is the biggest problem. When they tell you, for example, the last biggest problem was the gearbox. We ordered a gearbox because we tried to use the old one, didn't work out, and we need a new one. And then they told us take 2 weeks, and it took 6 weeks. And then you wait for the stuff, and before you couldn't go into the water because I wanted to adjust the propeller in the right position and all this thing. And then when we got it, we realized that they sent the wrong adapter plate. And then we couldn't put in the gearbox. And to order the new adapter plate was kind of the risk that it takes another 6 weeks. And suddenly there's 3 months only waiting for the gearbox. So that was lucky outcome. I found a machine shop in Lautoka who made adapter plate out of scratch. And now it's in, it seems to work. And it was cheaper than the one we got sent from Germany. And I have to send this back now. So this is a package which has to be sent back to Germany. It's not a big deal. And so, for example, we didn't get the delivery of the strip lights and switches and stuff because it just didn't arrive. I need a new life raft as well. Late now. This is disappointing, huh?
Could have had 3 rafts. Mark, that's not going to go, Micha.
Because I didn't find anybody to service a life raft here in Fiji. They all said, no, we don't do this brand. And of course, when you buy this new, they say you can service this all over the world. Now I bought a newish life raft here. I discovered that it's already built 3 years ago. I don't know if it's new and there was 3 years in the shelf or it used before. They also told me you can service this all over the world, but maybe when I'm back in Europe they say no, we don't do this brand. I have no idea. We will see.
Will you keep the old one as well then?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I keep it and probably bring it to my father as a swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's a big one for 10 people. Now I have only a 6 people one, which is almost the same size. It's not packed perfectly, but it's under the front, under the companionway.
It's not packed perfectly. Well, you unpacked it.
No, it looks like it's like, because the 6 people one should be kind of smaller. And there's also no water in it or not much water.
Sounds a bit dodgy, does it?
Yeah, but that is how you deal in Fiji with this stuff. You can't get everything perfect. You have to make compromises.
Well, if you've got 2, at least you've got a backup. In the final video in this series, Micha talks about his plans for the future. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell not to miss out on future episodes. As a final note, we want to add that it can be very difficult to inflate a life raft, especially when it's in the water.
And sometimes you pull, but if the life raft is on the water, come close to the boat and don't inflate. And come close to the boat and don't inflate. Sometimes you have to, there is different model, but me, sometimes I put the feet, I pull with the feet.
We have made a couple of videos about sea survival training, including inflating a couple of life rafts and going through their contents. But they were some of our earliest videos, so please excuse the quality.
Everybody! 1, 2, 3. Try to pull.
That's one way to reach the mangoes.